Patch day 27. All right. This time I'm going to make something that measures amplitude and changes the speed of QuickTime playback according to amplitude. And this time, and well, I'm going to use the amplitude of the video that I'm playing back, which will be kind of I've done this before, and then you can also just use the amplitude of your own, to make another music video or something, using your own audio. Again, I'm going to make a jit.qt.movie. One of these days, we'll get hip to something other than just making these. And we're going to make a message to read a movie in. I'm going to read tutorial 0. There's something kind of comical about this, but I suppose only I think it's funny. But let's read in that tutorial video. Again, we need a message, not a message. I'll show. No, let's not make a message yet. Let's make a new object for the metronome. So metro at like 50 milliseconds, I guess. As with all of these, I need a way of playing back the frames. And I need a toggle to turn on my metronome. And as with all of these, okay, we don't need to change the time. I'm going to use the spigot again, so a new object here called spigot tilde, which is going to need, as the Max window is suggesting, it's missing an argument, which it just needs a name, so I'm going to call it jump. All right, or jump, that's even better. So jump and an ADC to play that audio out, a DAC, sorry, to play that audio out to. Perfect. And we want to get a message over here on the qt.movie sock, S-O-C, with the name of that thing, which I think I wrote jump. Yes, I did. Jump, sock. So when you say sock, it will cause the QuickTime movie to play back its audio through the spigot with that name. It creates an XML file. I've never actually looked at that XML file to see what it is, but okay. Let's make a new object here, because like I said, we're going to measure the amplitude, so measuring average of the audio of the video. Again, an A to dB to make this range somewhat broader and more aligned with what we hear rather than what the computer likes to use. And I'm going to want to scale that to positive values. I'm going to eventually use that. Actually, let's make that message. I'm going to use that to change the rate of the QuickTime playback. I guess while I'm over here near the QuickTime player, I might as well grab me one of these P windows to play it out through. Perfect. Yes. And what else do we need? I guess we need to scale this for the rate. I guess the first part of that scaling process might be to change that negative value, which has quite a large range, into a positive value, which has a less large range. So I'm going to multiply that by negative 0.02. So we're 0.02, I suppose. So we're scaling it and reversing its sign at the same time. And we are going to want to, I suppose I could split on this. I have this in, no, I don't know. We don't really need to do that, do we? Nah. Let's just pack those. Those are floating point values over 100 milliseconds, let's say. So we're not just abruptly changing the rate of the video playback. And we'll put that through a line. That's why I put that there. I guess packing it over 100 milliseconds is not really going to do us much good, but we'll put a floating point argument to the line. Let's actually make this more like 200, I don't know, sure. So that over four frames, it's going to change its speed. You could go back and look at patch a day. Let me think, which patch a day is that? Where we use the where? Okay, I'm looking back on my patch a days, trying to figure out which one it is, and it is I think it's patch a day 16. If you want to adjust the pitch of this so that using the gadget to change the pitch, to keep the pitch using the reciprocal of the rate. That is back on patch a day 16. if you want to do that. So let's just see how this thing works.
XMSP is a graphical environment for music, audio, and multimedia
Okay, the rate doesn't
developed by
seem to be working.
Cycling74. The main document type that we work
Let's
with
have a
in
look at
Max
this
is called
rate
a
value
patcher.
coming out from
When we
here.
create a new patcher,
See
we
what
get a
that's
large empty
doing.
window,
It's doing absolutely
which
nothing
we
because
then
I'm not
populate with
banging my
objects that we
average.
connect together to make larger
Yes.
programs.
Bang the
We select
average.
these
Good
objects from a
idea.
palette that will show us their names when we move our mouse over them. Let's create a button. As objects, we can move them around on the screen.
Okay, that was patch day 27. I think we're crashing here in Max, and so I'll see you in next week.